We're talking to Leong Seng Kiat, who is Executive Director of Nang Chong Limited, a Malaysian shipbuilder that is well known for producing vessels that are used in the offshore trades. Seng Kiat, what is your view on the market now for the building of offshore vessels? We went through a building boom a few years ago. Is demand for tonnage still high?
There's a lot of talk in the market basically saying that it's an oversupply for the anchor handlers and even some of the PSV. But as a shipyard, we generally see that you have to have the right type of assets. There's always a gap in the market for a certain type of asset that is not available. So it's quite fortunate for us that we be able to fulfill that gap. And this year alone, we have disposed 12 vessels. And we are seeing that the owner right now is the operator owner taking a position in putting in more new build and buying up vessel that is to fulfill their contract obligations.
Your shipyard Nam Chong is well known in the market for building vessels on a speculative basis. How has this policy paid off for you?
Well, we don't like the word speculative because they have a kind of like a negative connotation. In fact, we call ourselves a forecaster. We typically would be able to read the market and produce a type of asset that match the requirement ahead of time, because you know that in shipbuilding there is a lead time of anything between 12 to 18 months. Therefore, what we have experienced for the past 5 years, we have produced no less than 74 vessels. And of these 74 vessels, we have disposed, we have completed, delivered, and also now is working with our owners. We feel that again in the market there is continually have gaps for more of these vessels. And in moving forward, we have 21 new building programs, of which 12 already been sold this year alone. And we believe that more contract will come our way.
Your shipyard's been building ships for a number of years. What changes have you noticed in sort of the requirements of your customers in terms of what sort of vessel they want from you?
I think that we could speak very clearly about the Asian owner. In fact, the market dynamics in Asia is very much what we call the price performance market. That means the charterer willing to pay a not so high a charter rate for a vessel to do a certain job. So in that regards, I think more of the European design vessel, which have multi-purpose type of vessels, has a higher cost, higher spec type of vessels, will find themselves difficult to fit into an environment like the Asian offshore market. The vessel that we build here, we intend mostly we build the more what we call the single purpose vessel, which they are lower cost in building, but yet they fulfill a specific task with efficient. Therefore, I think moving forward, more vessels of this type will be built in Asia.